especially blessed to be up here for a second time. And again, the great honor it is to be here among you all and to introduce Sharon Strickland. One of the greatest blessings of my life, of course, has been helping the people at Nita, St. Anne's Soup Kitchen, and coming in contact with people like Sharon, who is just one of the most upstanding, courageous grandmothers. I say that because she doesn't look like a grandmother, that I have met in Newark. I got to know Sharon through my ministry work in Newark, but I didn't really get to know her until I got a call about 2 years ago from the priests at St. Anne's Church, which the Soup Kitchen sits below. Most of them are missionary priests who come from Uganda and Nicaragua, and so they deal with the homeless situations in their home countries, which a lot of times are way worse than what they see in Newark. So when they called me and they said, I need your help, I was a bit surprised because they didn't ever ask for anything more from me than what I did at the Soup Kitchen. And they said, Sharon is going to take on her grandchildren who were in a difficult situation, and we need your help. And that's where my story began, in getting established a great friendship with Sharon, having my children and our family embrace her children. One of her grandchildren is my goddaughter, and I'm so pleased with that. And our charity worked with her to establish a new life for these children here in Newark, New Jersey. And unfortunately, in December, after a year and a half of working with the family and reestablishing them and seeing these children grow in their school work and their love and their faith, they had a fire in their home and they lost everything. And it was devastating to Sharon, to the children who had to not only rebuild yet again from a life of homelessness on the streets of Ohio to coming to Newark and now to again. I'll let her tell you about, she won't tell you how extraordinary she is, but she certainly will tell you about the children and all that she's had to overcome. But I'll tell you one quick story. And that is on the night of the fire, one of the priests, Father Josephat at the parish close to Sharon's home, got the call that there was a fire, and so he ran there. And when he told me this story, and I was just telling our table because Sharon hadn't heard this, when he called me, he said, he pulled up, and there were the children in their pajamas, freezing on the street. It was December 3rd. And Sharon's son, Ali, was laying nearly dead and burned on the street as the rescue workers were trying to resuscitate him, and the kids were shivering, and he threw the kids in the car. And off Sharon went with her son to the ambulance to St. Barnabas Burn Unit, and he brought the children, not knowing what to do with them, back to the rectory of St. Anne's. And he brought them ran downstairs to our soup kitchen and got them coats and put them on and brought them in the house. And he said to them, okay, come on, I think we're going to go to bed, come upstairs and I'll blow up some mattresses. And he turned around, they were still standing in the doorway. And he said to them, come on, kids, let's go, it's time for bed. And they didn't make a move, and Kwane, at the time of 13, stepped forward and said, Father, we would just like to thank you for helping us. And I said to our table before, may my girls who are 10 and 12, if ever such tragedy hits them, be thoughtful enough to say thank you. And I think that tells you everything that you need to know about how spectacular she is.